Welcome to Yankee Chronicle. I'm your host, Elizabeth DeRazio, coming to you from MJ Harrington Jewelers right here on Main Street in Newport. And as the holidays roll around, maybe you're looking for that perfect gift for someone, or maybe you've been given a piece and inherited it, and it looks like it needs a little more polish or repair. This is the perfect place to get that custom work done. I'm joined by Dave Lantz, the owner, and he's going to tell us how he's the right person to trust with our family heirlooms. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for being here. Over the years, checked and cleaned rings all the time for almost 76 years we've been here. And I figured out, calculated conservatively, it's over 250,000 rings we have actually checked and cleaned. And it's always a free charge. We never charge. It's always been a free service. But the beauty of a little town like this is that we've been able to provide lots of services, be very involved in a variety of ways in the community, and ultimately the community has been so supportive, and we therefore can return the favor by being supportive of lots of different events and activities. It's a great feel. It really is fun.
When you come in here and you look at all the different cases, you can see there's beautiful custom pieces. There's a wonderful selection of engagement rings. Tell us a little about the process in making a custom ring.
We usually start with just a basic conversation. We show a lot of the pieces we already have in the case. Sometimes those samples will inspire somebody. Other times they may have seen something online. We can then take that theme, carve a wax, or actually make it out of precious metal. And we can do it in steps. And because we're fairly local, lots of times people will make 2 or 3 visits in the process of coming up with this, and we may do step 1, have them come in, almost like building a house, but on a much smaller scale, of course. But it doesn't happen in one visit. And that gives them the comfort that they know we're not going to finish a piece and say, this is it, custom made, too bad if you don't like it.
Right.
We are very, very passionate about making sure it looks exactly like what they envisioned when we're done.
And you do have a wonderful collection of estate jewelry, too. So many of those retro pieces, all different styles. You do have a great selection of that.
Thank you. We have made that a focus for years. And most of the pieces we acquire from outside the area. It's just fun because every piece is unique and different. And so frequently, pieces are well over 100 years old, and they carry a story that we can only imagine. But still knowing pieces have been around for 120 or 130 years based on the way they're made and the quality and cutting styles of the gemstones is kind of fun to just handle.
And see that perfect. You might find it right there in the case.
That's right.
One of the things I know that even happened in our family is we inherited jewelry from great-grandparents and stuff, but your fingers aren't the same size, or the clasp is a little worn. You handle repairs of those items too.
We do. We do a lot of repair work. The 3 guys at the bench spend a lot of their time actually doing repair services for jewelry from all around the area. I sit at the bench I would say after we close and before we open frequently as a backup, but I really don't sit at the bench anymore. So when we're at full steam ahead, we've got 4 of us at the bench, and we don't have enough. We really could use even 1 more craftsman. It's a skill that we're very proud of these guys, and they bring a lot of awesomeness to the table.
What if we have a piece that we've inherited or something like that, and we'd like to know the value of it? Are you able to evaluate or appraise it in any way?
Sure. Yeah, I personally do most of the appraisal work. This morning earlier, I had a couple of different people that were just curious about what they inherited, and it was more just a quick evaluation, look it over, get a sense of whether they're real or not, and that's one of the key criteria that we have to be very careful about, of course, is identifying each of the gem materials, and I had that training back in the 70s, and the continue. We actually all of us here are required by the American Gem Society to be retested every year, so we get recertified in our chosen arenas. Mine's certified gemologist appraiser. The other certified sales associates must pass this test every year before they get recertified. So keeps us reasonably sharp, we think.
From the sounds of it, anyone can realize you're coming into a knowledgeable place, customer focus, community-based, and any budget is worth it. You're going to spend as much time with someone with a smaller budget as a larger budget and find the perfect piece.
Absolutely. And we do offer engraving.
Oh, there you go.
And I hand engrave a lot of pieces in odd, inconspicuous spots, sometimes almost difficult to see, but I do it under the microscope. So often you can get a special message on something that you might not think could be engraved at all. And so that's another part of the offerings that we really
It's another great holiday thing, too.
It is,
take an existing item and make it better.
That's right.
I love it. Well, if you're looking for the perfect holiday gift, or maybe you have something that needs to be resized or maybe customized and tweaked, MJ Harrington is the perfect place you can trust your family heirlooms or maybe buying the heirloom for your own future. Let the gift of their customer service be the beginning of the perfect treasure for your loved one. When we return, we'll hear about the quintessential town holiday celebration in Warner. Please don't touch that clicker while we introduce you to one of our great underwriters.
This program is supported by the Innertown Record, your weekly hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge-Sunapee Sunshine region of New Hampshire. The Innertown Record.